Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. As you guys saw from the title of this video, we are doing a get ready with me / get to know me. I've done one of these in such a long time, so I did see a couple of people are new here, and I wanted to basically introduce myself while I do my makeup. As you guys can tell, I have already done my eyebrows and done my foundation on my forehead. I decided to do this as soon as I realized like I haven't done one of these, so that part is already done. And if you guys are curious, I just used the E.L.F soap brow to shape up my eyebrows, fill it in with the E.L.F pomade, and then just concealed the underneath with the Wet n Wild Incognito. And woo, that was a lot. So now I'm just gonna go ahead and start with my primer, which is the E.L.F Power Grip primer. I live by this primer, you guys. I love it so much. But let's get into it. My name is pronounced Zyra, for those who are curious. People mispronounce it a lot, and I normally never correct them. I just find it easier for them just to call me whatever at this point, because it doesn't really upset me. A lot of people I know get upset or offended when you mispronounce their name, and I don't really. I mean, I guess you just get used to it over time. And before I forget, I did moisturize my skin with the Pond's moisturizer. This one is for dry to very dry skin. I have very oily skin, but this one actually has been making my skin feel so nice, and on top of that, it makes my face look super smooth. I'm surprised it works for my face considering I'm super oily. For my foundation, I'm using the Juvias Place I Am Magic Velvety Matte Foundation. I live by this foundation, you guys. The other day I was in Ulta, quick ramble story, and I was looking for a new foundation, and I saw this one, and I've heard good things about Juvia's Place, so obviously I was like, let me try it out. And you guys, with literally probably this much foundation, that's enough to cover my entire face, which I think is insane. Oh, I am 21 years old. I just turned 21 back in January, and honestly I don't even feel like I'm 21. I feel like I'm still 18. I've also been doing my own makeup since I was about 15 years old. I got into makeup, like I'm not huge on eyeshadow and stuff like that. I used to be, but not anymore. I still love to do it, don't get me wrong. I'm definitely gonna have to do a video like doing my eyeshadow because I haven't done it in so long. But when I was 15, I had my quinceañera, which it's basically, you know, you're blossoming into becoming a teenager, woman, whatever it may be. And I got gifted like a bunch of makeup, and I didn't use makeup at that time, so I was just like, you know what, like, let me give it a try. So then I did, and you guys, I would watch so much YouTube videos trying to learn how to do my eyebrows. At first, like, my eyebrows would be coming out green from the sides, or they would be like super bulky, and nobody ever really said anything, at least not my friends. They never said a single thing. They would just be like, oh my god, I love your eyebrows. Now, why did you guys lie? Because they looked terrible. For contour, I did go in with my Makeup by Mario contour stick. This one is a little bit darker, but I got it that way just so it could give a warmness to the face. And I just place it right down here. I am a dental assistant. Have been for about 3 months now, and I can honestly say it's one of my most favorite jobs I've ever had. I never thought that dental would be my calling. Like the other day, I was telling my clinical manager that I was starting to regret not knowing what I wanted to do when I graduated high school. But I mean, everything comes with time. I found my calling at 21 on what I really wanted to do, because from ages 18 to 20, I was literally just jumping from job to job. If I didn't like a job or they made me mad, I would quit that job and already have another job lined up. I wouldn't recommend doing that because it does look pretty bad on your resume. As much as people try to say, like, you know, if I don't like a job, I'm gonna quit it. Like, I get it. But I do not recommend doing that, because I did that, and like having to come up with reasons as to why you quit that job or because you didn't like it. I would not recommend like doing that, because it, again, it does not look good on your resume. I work for a clinic that is basically government based, and they take in people that don't have insurance and work with Medicaid. And I feel like it's super great that we have something like that here in my hometown, because I didn't think there was a lot of people who can't afford dental care. And let me tell you guys, dental care is so expensive. I get to help take care of people in a way that, you know, you wouldn't think people would need that much help in. It's a little bit about my background with how I got into dental assistant. Okay, and now for blush, I definitely, you guys should already know, still going in with my One Size Cheek Clapper blush. The one that I mainly use is the middle one in Rosebud. Blush has been going through it with me because I love this blush so much. Like, no one can top this blush for me. And I stopped bringing it all the way down, and I just kind of leave it up here on the top of my cheek. People who are already on the channel know I have a dog and a cat. If you are new here, I have a dog and a cat. His name is Obito, but we call him Obi for short. If you watch Naruto, you know, my boyfriend picked that name, but I also like didn't mind the name because I loved the show as well. My cat's name is Mila. I don't know where I got that name from. That's just how they both got their names. And I do add some on my nose. Now going in with my concealer. And while we're here, I have a boyfriend. We've been dating for 4 years now. We literally just hit 4 years back in March, and I did vlog our 4 years because we did take a trip to Atlanta, and that's basically where we celebrated our 4-year anniversary. It was awesome. We went to the Balloon Museum, and then we went to the Botanical Gardens, which I 100% recommend going to the Botanical Gardens if you're in the Atlanta area, because they're beautiful. Going in with my lip liner. I don't know the name of it. I'm sorry, you guys. It's just pretty faded. And once my lips look like this, I go back in with my One Size in the shade Twerkalicious, and I just tap that in and just tap it in the middle like this. I do like to make sure they have a little bit of glitter, so I just go in with my Fenty Gloss Bomb and just place it over it just to get that shine. While I'm doing this, also, I've been wanting to do more like hot girl walks, if you know what I mean. I've noticed that going on walks has made me feel so much better. And like, there's this park that's probably about 15 minutes away from my house, and I actually enjoy going there. Sometimes I do get scared though, because then there'd be some creepy men. And then I do live with my boyfriend. We've been living together for basically 3 years. 1 sister and 3 brothers. For the powders, you guys, I ran out of my Maybelline Fit Me powder, so I'm just using the Glam. This one, it has a pressed powder and the loose powder, but I just use it for under my eyes. I love having a pink under eye lately. And then just to let that sit in, I do go in with my E.L.F Stay All Night setting spray. And while I let that sit a little bit, I'll just go ahead and do my under eye. But yeah, you guys, this is something else I switched up on my makeup routine, because I used to not do a pink under eye, but I just go in with another beauty blender. Just do the bottom right here. I live by this mascara, and yeah, I highly recommend it. But I did want to tell you guys about a comment I saw on one of my YouTube videos from a couple months ago. And I was just amazed at what this lady commented. So I'm like scrolling through, you know, I always reply to my comments, and I saw one that says, "Stop staring at yourself. That is so ick." And I was just like, damn, that's crazy. But I just responded with like, you do not have to watch the video, which it's true. Like, if you don't want to hear me ramble, you don't like how I look or whatever, you don't have to watch the video. Like, I completely understand. And when I saw that, I showed my boyfriend, and he was like, what is her problem? And like, when I went back to look at the video that she had commented on, and it was the what's in my purse video from a couple months back, and I was just like, I try to like see if I was actually like staring at myself too much. But I think it was because I was looking at the camera the whole time. And I get it, like, you feel like somebody's just staring at you the whole time, probably looking at myself or whatever it may be. But I'm like, how else am I supposed to make the video talking? Like, obviously I have to look at the camera to see what I'm doing, you know? I just thought that was crazy. This is how my makeup ended up coming out. Very simple, like usual. I just kind of changed the way I do certain things in my makeup. That brings us towards the end of the video. I know this is a very basic makeup look. The only thing that I changed is just the routine and kind of the steps I did my makeup, and kind of changed some of the products. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video and got to know me maybe just a little bit. If you have any questions or would like to know a little bit more, feel free to comment in the description box below. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and I will see you guys next time.